This is my reflection on the Googles in Education course for this fall. When I look at a course, I don't go in expecting or trying to figure out what the course is going to be about. Well, of course, this one, Google in Education, is pretty much it, except it goes farther than that, as I found a lot of courses that I've taken here do. Now, I wanted to know more about the apps and what I can do with them besides the limited things that I was doing with them now. So I wanted to know more about how they work, delve into them more deeply, and get more ideas for using them. As I said, it was more than expected, and I've enjoyed finding more ways to use these apps. Using it in my virtual lab is sometimes challenging, but I try to get in as much as I can, incorporating it with what they're doing for their course. Now, sharing with the other teachers that I work with, that's going to be interesting because we have some that use the Google apps all the time. Google Classroom, they collaborate, but I think there's more that can be done. We do have a one-to-one Chromebook, so that's the thing, is especially with the teachers that aren't making full use of the Chromebooks, I want to get them pulled in and get them to see how easy it is to use these Google apps and how much they will benefit by using them. Engaging the students, using these Google apps, and get them to get comfortable with them is what is really going to keep them engaged in a lot of the lessons. Collaboration. I found that it was easy, and it made a group project so much more simple, almost painless. So that, showing the teachers that is something I want to do also, so they can see that collaborating with each other, each department, without having to do a meeting every day, every other day, once a week, or whatever, they can do that on their planning period and not have to leave their rooms. Now, I hope I'll be able to implement more to augment my students' virtual courses. So I keep looking more than just saving their pace charts and how-to documents and doing their coursework. But the thing is just to get them to use Google Docs, and I figure that's baby steps, and I'll take them when I get them. As I said, sharing with teachers, putting their Chromebooks to more and better use. We are one-to-one, so it is important for them to be using them, in my opinion. And it will keep the kids engaged. One of my biggest takeaways is the collaboration experience, because I hadn't worked like that before. I filled out forms that were shared with me, and I filled out Google Docs that were shared with me. But other than that, I hadn't really collaborated in a group. And it opened my eyes about a lot of things. I always look to the ISTE standards now because they do help me keep my lessons focused, as well as other standards. And it ends up with a better lesson. And as I said, I want to get this shared with other teachers. In fact, my principal has asked me for my practicum to do a lesson on Google. So I'm looking forward to that. This has been a great experience, and I thank everyone for all their input.